So hi great students, today we are going to discuss about the Google Meet. So we have the features and menus in Google Meet, how to practice, and for today we have two activities. The first one, how to make a schedule in Google Meet, and then the second one, how to record our teaching process in Google Meet. The first activity, let's make a schedule for meeting in Google Meet. The first one, please log in into your email to Gmail email. Log in into your email. Use the Gmail, and then in the below of the left, we can see Meet menu, Meet, new meeting or my meeting. New meeting, that means this menu can be used for schedule the following meeting and join the meeting when we will join with another class, and then click the link. And let's do practice how to make a schedule meeting in Google Meet. In the left top, we can see there are several menus. There are several menus from the Google, the Gmail, and the Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Calendar, Chat, Meet, Form, Current, Sites, Contacts, and so on. And let's do practice by schedule meeting for the Google Meet by using Calendar. So please click the Google Calendar. This one. Or we can also use Google Meet. Click Meet. This one, Meet. Click, and then we can see the application like this. So we can see in here, new meeting. There are three types for scheduling the meeting in Google Meet. The first, create the meeting for later. That means we can create the link before we conduct the meeting, but in the short time before we start the time. This one, you can copy meeting link and then share and then paste to your students' email or students' WhatsApp group. And the second, start an instant meeting. So this means you start the meeting directly with your students. This one, your meeting's ready. Add others because we alone in here in this meeting. You can copy this one. Copy, then you can share with your students into to the email or WhatsApp group or another application. So this is our identity. Join as litrosciati@up.edu. That means I use the Gmail to log in by using up.edu. This one. So student, we have some menus in here in the bottom. This is microphone, and then a video, and then turn on captions, and then raise hand. If your student will be asked something or deliver their opinion, they can raise hand, and then present now. That means if you or your student will be share the screen, and then more options. Whiteboard. That means we can learn together with the whiteboard. Whiteboard is one kind of the application from the Google. The name is Jamboard. Let's do practice later on. And then record meeting. Change layout. Change layout, that means for example, in one screen, if our students 30, for example, so we can see all students by change the layout, for example, tiled. And then we can drag how many students, for example, 30 or more. Or do you want to spotlight to see specific students and sidebar? Okay. And another full screen, so you can double click and then full screen. Change background. You can also change the background, but please make sure your browser by using Chrome. This one. There are several background. The first one, this is for turn off background, so no background in your video. And then the second, slightly blur your background, so our background will be blurred slightly. And the next, blur your background, all our background will be blurred. And then this is the background with the animation, like me for now. And then this is some pictures, so you can click and then the background will be changed. The next, a caption of use a phone or for audio, and then report a problem, report abuse, and another settings. The red one, leave call, that means if you will end the meeting for all participants. And then this is for the list of your participants or for your students. You can also handle for all students. You can mute the microphone from students and then add people in the host control. And also we can see in here the chat box, so you can interact with your students by directly or by a chat box. For the record in Google Meet, that means no click recording, start recording. But in the Google Meet, recording a meeting without the content of all participants may be illegal and actionable. You should obtain consent to record this meeting from all participants, including external guests or guests who join late. So, in Google Meet, at least we need one another participants, not only us, not only me, only you as the teacher. Okay, let's see the third type. This one. The third type, schedule in Google Calendar. For example, I will make the science class for the next week. So we can click and then we'll be directly into Google Calendar. This one. So you can add a title, for example, the literature class, and then when the class will be conducted, for example 5 September, and then the time 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. time zone. This is the facility for repeat or no. For example, does not repeat this schedule, or daily or weekly on Sunday, monthly on the first Sunday, annually on September 5, every weekday, Monday to Friday, or you can also setting by your custom. So this one, join with Google Meet. This is the link our meeting. Add location, for example, I will add our university. This one, click, and the notification 10 minutes before the meeting to be start, so we can get the notif from our Google Meet. And this one, And then you can also add description. This is optional. For example, you greet your students and another information for your meeting. And then save. So our class will be seen in our Google Calendar. For example, this one. You can click this one. How to share to your students. So copy. The next, let's do practice how to record our teaching video or teaching process in Google Meet. The first one, you can log in into your email, and then we can see Meet in here. So this is my schedule meeting. For example, this one, the Literacy class. Okay, so I will start the class. Click join now. Before we join the class, or before we start the class, so we can check the microphone, turn on or turn off, and then our video turn on or turn off, and also our background. So we can also change the background before we enter to the class. Okay, so if all materials have been ready, so we can join now. This one. So I'm only the participant in here, so I would like try to invite another participant. You can also invite. This is the meeting details. This one. So we can copy. Then I will try to send to my another email. Class invitation. Simple. Favorite student. Let's join the class by using the below link. See you soon. Okay, let's send. Wait a moment, I will check the email. another my account from the another Gmail will be joined for this meeting. I will admit. Okay, so we can see in here 2 participants. And I will try to change the layout. Okay. And the next, I will try to record the meeting. Start recording. And then please be ready to be start the class. Wait a moment because recording will be start soon. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, great students. Welcome to the science class. So today we are going to discuss about the one kind of the topic in science. Specifically, the name is dichotomous key. May I share the material? Okay, so student, have you seen the screen, the material in the screen? Yes? Okay, let's start the class. So dichotomous key. Dichotomous key are used to identify unfamiliar organism. They simplify the process of identification. Each key is made up of pairs of contrasting features, or dichotomous mean two branches, starting with the quite general characteristic and progressing to more specific ones. By following the key and making appropriate choice, it is possible to identify two organisms correctly. Okay, that's all for today. Hopefully you can get the meaningful experience and knowledge. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so after we deliver the material, so we can stop by stop recording, and the recording result will be seen in our email. So that's the take time for at least several minutes. So we can wait up to the notify from our email, from our Gmail, but the link our Google Meet recording. Because the recording will be start soon. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, great students. Welcome to the science class. So today we are going to discuss about the one kind of the topic in science. Specifically, the name is dichotomous key. May I share the material? Okay, so student, have you seen the screen, the material in the screen? Yes? Okay, let's start the class. So dichotomous key are used to identify unfamiliar organism. They simplify the process of identification. Each key is made up of pairs of contrasting features, or dichotomous mean two branches, starting with the quite general characteristic and progressing to more specific ones. By following the key and making appropriate choice, it is possible to identify two organisms correctly. Okay, that's all for today. Hopefully you can get the meaningful experience and knowledge. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, students, for your effort to practice in Google Meet and how to use the Google Meet for teaching instruction. Hopefully, this agenda will be benefit for you to be the future teacher, especially for the science teacher. Good luck!